What's up guys, it's your favorite Kiwi coach. This is another video for you independent instructors out there. The topic of this video, we're going to be talking about, hey Kiwi coach, my clients, they're not staying with me. They're leaving me after like 2 lessons, after 3 lessons. How can I get my clients to stay with me longer? So without further ado, let's go do this thing. So welcome back to the channel guys. Because they're new to Kiwi Golf Japan, we do a bunch of videos like this every single week. So what you got to go do is hit that little red subscribe button. Smash the like button, please. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about these instructional or independent instructor videos. And as always, hit that little bell notification. You guys are getting notified every single time I drop a video. So as you guys know, I get plenty of instructors who come take lessons from me. They really want mentoring and they're trying to figure out, hey, Kiwi coach, how are you getting so many clients? How are you keeping your clients? They're asking all the basic questions that a typical instructor who is a business owner would want to know so they can grow their business. Now, one of the main questions that I typically get from these instructors is, hey, Kiwi coach, how can I keep my clients longer? I'm having clients that are only taking 3 lessons from me and then they disappear and they never come back. What are some steps? What are some processes that I can put in place to make sure that that doesn't happen? So one of the first things that I usually find with these instructors is they're spending too much time on trying to build out their information. They feel like if they were more knowledgeable, if they knew Swing Catalyst, if they knew TrackMan, if they knew all this stuff, that would keep their clients longer. And again, just like the first video we did in this series, that's absolutely wrong. It's very far from the truth. Really, all you need to do is just set in stone some simple business processes and you actually should be able to keep your clients for much, much longer. So one of the first processes that you can put in place is actually a structured practice. So you could do something once a week where you get a group of your clients to come together and you can actually do a 1 hour, 2 hour structured practice with them to make sure that they're actually doing what you talked about in the lesson. The structured practice is a great place, again, to review as well as help them practice. Do not introduce new things in the structured practice. And when you market it, that's how you should market it. Now, this is an incredibly great approach for when you have older clients who are not likely to go do videos or go online or do any of that stuff. This is obviously the best approach. But even for younger clients, this is also a really great approach because A, not only do they get to have more time with you, they get to practice effectively, they also get to see other clients who are also going through the same things that they're going. They could maybe even build relationships. They could even kind of network in a business sense as well. And it could lead to a really great community. And if you build that community, that's going to help them stay longer with you. Again, community is really huge amongst your clients. Now, another option you could do is actually create videos around how to practice effectively. Now, again, if you have older clients, this is going to be much more difficult for them to want to actually watch and do. So if you do have those older clients, definitely just focus on the first option, which is the structured practice. However, if you do have younger clients who are more likely to watch video, you can start also creating videos on how to structure your practice accordingly to make sure that you're doing what you tell them in lessons. And what I would do is I would combine that like kind of video with the lesson. So make it kind of a package deal. Hey, if you take a lesson from me or if you buy 5 lessons from me, you're also going to get these series of videos that's going to show you how to practice effectively. The reason why we have these videos is because we found a lot of clients when we didn't have this struggled with their practice and they didn't get better. So we actually found that if you do watch these videos, you're going to get much, much better when you're not spending time with me. And then also what you could do is layer it with the structured practice. And now you're starting to build kind of a series of assets that's going to help your clients practice after the lesson. One of the last tips I have for you guys is make sure to actually create what's called a structured practice plan for your clients. Now, I see a lot of my instructors when I tell them structured practice plans, they'll come back to me and tell me, hey, Kiwi coach, I made a structured practice plan, but it's not working. When I look at the structured practice plan, it's a pretty shit one. They basically just say, hey, hit this many golf balls for this, hit this many golf balls for this, and they leave it off on that. And personally, in my opinion, I think that that's flawed, and let me kind of explain the reasons why. So first off, when your clients are practicing by yourself, one of the big things they don't have is you watching them, so they have no way to really analyze their golf swing. So in the structured practice plan, first off, you have to have a way for them to actually check to see if they're actually doing what you're doing in the lesson. Because again, if they're basing it off of their feel, we've already established that probably their feel is not what should be happening. They're not going to be able to feel the new swing. They might think they're feeling it, but if you actually checked on video, they actually aren't doing it, right? So if you're doing a structured practice plan, you got to make them actually do video analysis. You got to have really clear, specific checkpoints with ranges. And then you got to make sure when they leave the lesson that they know those ranges, they know how to draw the lines that you want them to draw, and that they know how to film from the correct angles and all of that. That is the first step to a really good structured practice plan. The second step is, okay, should they go straight into full speed swings without stopping? This is where I see a lot of other instructors kind of fail with these practice plans. What we do here at QB Golf Academy is we have what we call our implementation process. So that means we go from like a 2-part stop and go where they're stopping at 2 positions. Then we go all the way down to 100% speed once they kind of go through some layers or some levels throughout our implementation process. So if they say, let's say they hit about 1,000 golf balls, we're going to say, hey, for a 2-part stop and go, you should spend 20% of your time out of those thousands on the 2-part stop and go. Let's say for 1-part stop and go, you're going to spend 30% of your time, right? And then we section it off accordingly. That way they have a really detailed plan of how many golf balls should go for which part of the implementation process, and they also know how to check for each checkpoint. So hopefully you independent instructors enjoyed this video. These are some actual real actionable steps that you guys can take to start increasing the lifetime value of your customer. That just means how long they stay with you. I guarantee if you just implement even one of these steps, you should see that the lifetime value of your customer increases, and hopefully we can get you keeping them for much, much longer. Again, if you guys only have 30 clients, you should probably be able to keep at least 90% of your clients, right? Because if you're losing like 50% of your clients after 3 lessons, you're not doing a great job of putting these processes in place that I just talked about. But if you're keeping 90% of your clients after 3 lessons, you're keeping 90% of them after 5, 6, 7 lessons, you obviously have something good going on, and you got to keep doing what you're doing. So without further ado, I want to talk real quickly about my instructor shadowing program. If you guys actually want to come out and watch my lessons or watch my lessons via Zoom, make sure to go hit up the link down below. You can actually now do that as an instructor, see how I teach my clients so you can get a better idea of how I teach my clients during the lesson. And as always, we also have consultations, which you can also set up. So if you want me to consult for your business, help you grow, etc., all that good stuff, also there'll be a link down below. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys again in the next video.